What's up, Mad Crab family, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Mukbang Mondays. Today I am super excited because I'm joined with the people that make this happen, the behind the scenes. From within arts, I have K-Twan and Naya Turner. What's going on, you guys?
Look.
Well, let's just give them a little tour of what we got going on before we bust down. We got some potatoes. We got a few crawfish. We got corn, sausage. We got fried crab. We got fried shrimp, steamed shrimp. And of course, my favorite, we got a few Dungeness crab and snow crab back here in the back along with a few boiled eggs. All right. Okay. And then
don't forget the lobster.
Oh, the lobster, yes. Okay, so we got steamed lobster and fried lobster today. Okay, and for sauces, of course, we got the Mad Crab Savory. But today, we made some spicy Mad Crab Savory sauce because Naya here is a spice freak, I heard. Okay, so, and then for drinks today, let me see what I'm working with here. Oh, I got some pineapple peach lemonade made by Mad Crab Seafood and Wings. What you got, Naya?
I got pineapple cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
I got some pineapple lemonade right here.
All right.
Right there. So y'all come in here, go ahead and get some of this. Because I've been sitting on before the video started. It's good.
It's good. You ain't putting nothing in that drink, did you?
No.
Okay, just regular pineapple lemonade.
I ain't leaning.
All right. All right, well, let's get started. Let's bust down. Whatever y'all want, let's make it happen. I'm going to start with the fried lobster. I'm going to start with this fried lobster right here. I've been craving this fried lobster all day.
All right. Yeah. Let's get it.
Ooh. I'm going to get a couple bites in before I get y'all to talking.
Let's go. Check out some got me come, man. Let me tell y'all Mad Crab. It's fine.
That spicy is on point. I'm not a spicy eater.
That's so good.
And it's very good.
You tried that off, bro. You put that off. That goes off that egg. Yeah. How do you get them?
Well, I cut these in half. Nate, can you give us some paper towels, please?
Look at that. Oh my gosh. Good Lord. Look at that. A straight meat, boy.
Thank you. So, I met y'all a few years ago. Exactly how did you guys find out about Mad Crab?
So basically, I was working at Home first. And my coworker Danielle, shout out to Danielle. She told me about the Mad Crab. That was the best seafood in town. So I made me and my husband come and try it out. And we love it. The best place ever.
Well, thank y'all. Y'all pretty much have become family to me. And K-Twan, you've been trying to get me to film and
You are.
About a year ago. We talked about the same thing about a year ago.
Yeah.
But you know, I was camera shy. I wasn't ready yet.
Well, more so when I came in, I was thinking about, because I mean, you know, of course, we're in a time where, first of all, black businesses are violent. So when I come into a black business, you know, of course, as somebody who like to help people first, and as a businessman second, you know, I just want to see, you know, I'm like, you got a commercial, you know, you got this and that, you know, I want to know, you know, how you is with social media. If it was good, man, fine, you know what I'm saying, I'll be cool with that. You know, I'm just asking because I'm putting out offer that hand just to try to help protect to another level because I love holding the wall spots, you know, but I also feel like social media presence and things like that is very important to the business nowadays. So I first came and that's one of the questions I asked.
It
Now,
definitely.
here we are.
Doing
Proud of
mukbangs.
Doing mukbang.
doing her thing, doing mukbang, and just being open to that, you know, to be progressive for the future.
Well, I'm definitely glad that I had somebody to push me and to take me out my comfort zone because doing something like this would have definitely been out of my comfort. It is out of my comfort zone, and I would have never done it had you guys not kept pushing me and kept talking about it, and you didn't give up with talking about, with me doing this. And I'm so glad that this is happening for me right now.
You wouldn't even think that you were afraid to get on camera and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you in school right now, you didn't think you were afraid, boy.
Yeah, well, sometimes you don't know what you're capable of until you actually do it. And so, I mean, here I am. And so I want to find out a little bit about what you guys do. I mean, I got a somewhat of knowledge, because I know you guys, but I don't know everything that you guys got going on, how exactly that it works. So tell me, how did you get into photography?
Well, I used to live in DC. At one point, transitioned out of Orlando. Just being young, being foolish out here. But I went to DC. I was inspired by my homeboy Fletcher. Shout out to Fletcher.
Shout out Fletcher.
He in LA right now, but
Fletcher.
We went out there, after high school to help to do this program called City Year. City Year is basically we help kids and stuff like that, teachers in school and stuff like that. So basically, when I transitioned, he was already finished with that program, and I was doing it. But we ended up, finding a place together because before the boys and shit together. You know? So basically, he got a camera, and of course, being a supportive homeboy, I'm gonna come with you. I'm gonna help you out, whatever you need. So, as help, when helping him and stuff, I seen, we just compatible. And truthfully, we've been doing stuff with the cameras in high school. We were doing YouTube videos a long time ago. So we was like before our time, to be real with you. So, and I had a camera a long time ago too, but getting a certain DSLR camera and really being older, realizing he basically showed me like what you can do with a camera, start business, get money off of it and stuff like that, and, about something that you love to do, because that's why he actually went to DC, because he actually wanted to, he was trying to figure out what he wanted to love, he wanted to go to school for something he loved to do, which is basically why he went to, go to school. Anyway, but he inspired me to grab a camera, man, and I grabbed me a camera with my little income tax money I had when I came back to Orlando after DC, and then when I got my camera, it's a little booty camera too now. I want y'all to understand something. Just start. You hear me? No matter what budget you got, just start, man. Because I showed up started. You hear me? I look back at my picture now, I'm like, Lord Jesus, I started. You hear me? But I was confident. You know what I'm saying? I got my camera, and I ain't been turned back since. That's like 7 years ago. So I just, I started, doing photography 7 years ago. I was working at Victoria's Secret and doing stock in the back, and I just couldn't see myself holding pants for the rest of my life, So I just looked down like I'll be at work just thinking, not really there, just like, oh, dude, man. And like I said, my boy, I think about this, I'm like, you know what, man? I'm gonna grab me a camera. First little money I get, that's exactly what I did. Grab me a camera, and eventually I started taking out time to work. Wasn't even really getting paid to do these certain shoots I was doing. But I was just doing it for free because I would rather put my time into me versus getting that little check I was getting, because I see that I can get more eventually in the future from photography. So if I did that, and eventually they just pretty much, told me, hey, you're not showing up to work anymore like that. What's going on? You wanna, you wanna just be seasonal? I was like, sure. And I just felt like that was a moment, like God moment, was just like, you know what, it's time, let go. And I just said, they ain't fired me, nothing. I just said, do you want to be seasoned? I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And I felt like my season was up with them, so. And I left, and ever since. Again, I never went back in that store to this day.
And I can kind of understand what you mean about, because that you are passionate about something. When you can do it and not charge a dime for it. Like
Yeah.
you can do it, you can help people, and you're not really looking for nothing in between, and you can get up and do that every day. So that's how I knew that the Mad Crab Seafood and Wings was my passion. Because I came here, and when I first opened, I really wasn't making any money. I really wasn't consistent like I needed to be. And I was giving away more food than I was actually making money. But it didn't bother me because I was doing something that I loved every single day. And I didn't mind getting up doing it. So I can definitely feel you when it comes to that. And Naya, how did you get involved? Were you guys already, how did this happen?
So, well, basically, I got started into photography because of him. How we met. I don't know, I like when he tells the story.
Okay, basically, I met a photography session. Now, once again, like I said, y'all, just start, you know? Because I was at a point in my life, I just need, I need to get some money, you feel me? So, I had to do some cheap shoots, okay? $25, $35, something like that.
Where you got your headshot?
It was like $25.
You did a whole shoot?
For $25.
Once again, why she talking about passion, you feel me? So it's not
No, I think you saw something you liked and you was like, man.
man, well. I didn't shoot plenty.
It was your photo shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't shoot plenty of women. You understand? So she just hella shooting me, girl. And then so she came through when she booked me. Went through the process of the DM on Facebook. I don't know how we was friends on Facebook. We still don't know to this day why exactly.
Well,
somebody mutual something, and somebody had somebody.
Everything happened for a reason, so it was destined to be pretty much.
Pretty much, so it was pretty dope. But she came over and she did her shoot and I just seen something in her, that just was so simple, so pure. You know what I'm saying? Something basically, I seen this girl like that wasn't like everybody else. I ain't really think I was gonna get married this time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think all the other girls like feel me? So, but I didn't get that vibe from her. Now we actually had a point where we talked about later on, where I felt her looking at me. And she was. And I didn't really know. You know how somebody puts my little man trying to get yourself right, you know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, the homegirl came with her. So,
my best friend Kima.
Yeah, Kima came with her and then
Shout out to Kima.
What up, Kima? And so, basically, man, from there, I couldn't shake this feeling. My little cousin was there, and I was telling my little cousin, this was like 7 years old time. I'm like, hey, I don't understand. I said, well, boy, I feel like I just met my wife. And I literally told him that day. And I just couldn't shake it. And I'm telling my mom after, I'm like, Mom, I don't know what to do. I got this feeling. I just can't shake this feeling. Like, I feel like I gotta talk to her, but I don't know how to do it because I've been so focused on photography so long. I really ain't been out. I ain't been like,
You got no game.
You ain't even you ain't know how to run game.
But honestly, because I'm not.
But you weren't trying to run game though.
Yeah, I want to spit game. The girl, I don't do all that. I was focused. I was really in the place. I'm at the house. I'm working. I'm trying to, do something for myself. You feel what I'm saying? So anything outside of that was just a distraction, basically. So when she came, I was just trying to figure out, like, Mom, how do I do? She's like, just be you, be real. That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't spend no game. I just called her about, I let her know about her pictures and everything like that. She loved them. And then I hit her up and I said,
And here we are.
I said, what I say?
Who knows? But here we are.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
And here we are.
Here we are, man.
Years later at the Mad Crowd.
So don't take Facebook for granted, y'all. You feel me? You never know, man.
Well, you never know.
Find your soulmates.
God used my gift, bro, to connect me to my wife. This is crazy.
So,
To this day.
Yeah, like I say, he don't make no mistakes.
Mom,
Come on.
I don't know how to.
Never had a crawfish.
I never had it.
Lord Jesus. You thought she was about to
I
preach?
thought you about to come on.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Come on, come on.
Well, let me show you what to do.
Okay.
So, you're going to take the crawfish, Okay, you're gonna pop the tail off.
Pop the tail off.
Okay,
Okay.
and it's gonna pull out like this.
Oh, that's it?
Okay, pull out. Okay, so technically you're supposed to suck the head. Okay,
Right.
but I don't do that part. Okay, I don't suck heads. Okay. Shush. Okay, so then you kind of pop it, you know, take, you know, put that, because that part right there is kind of like, you know, the boo-boo. So you don't want this little piece right here.
Right.
Oh, you don't?
You don't want, that's the tail, throw that out.
Okay.
Okay, now pull your little meat. Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, so kind of take the top part and like pull it like a little, you know.
Right.
What-
String.
Oh,
You're
take
so
it off.
slow.
No, I'm trying to see what's going on over there. Hold on. What happened now?
So
He is slow.
we're gonna take this part
Alright.
off.
Oh.
We just having fun.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was on your front.
And then you just dip it in the butter.
Alright, let's dip it in the butter.
And in case you guys are wondering what I was dipping the fried crab and the fried shrimp in, it's a mayonnaise-based seafood sauce that we make at Mad Crab Seafood and Wings. And we make it from scratch. And so it was designed for just fried foods, but now it's like a everything sauce because people are dipping potatoes and French fries and corn nuggets and everything else in it. So it's a really good sauce.
Bruh.
I don't know how I feel about crawfish.
Not too. A lot of people not, you know, you just gotta have a taste for it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, all taste the same to me when you put the butter on it.
Well, somewhat.
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 Yeah.
Somewhat.
One thing I feel like women have more like attentive to taste and stuff like that. Men, I just feel like we just eat it.
Well, when it comes to like shrimp and but the different types of crab would definitely have a different taste. Even with dipping it in the butter, because some crabs have a more salty taste, some have a more sweeter taste, so it just depends on what kind of crab it is. But that right there is a Dungeness crab. I love fried foods, but I didn't fry it because I know about y'all, how y'all are with y'all, y'all like to stay fit.
We tried.
But normally I fry my crab as well. But for this purpose, we'll steam it.
My thing, when we go, we only get a certain amount of meat. Now I get her snow crab tray. I get my fried shrimp, well, lemon pepper fried shrimp, and my corn nuggets and fries.
But you know the funny thing? Regulars like y'all come in and y'all get the same thing every time and don't realize that there are other options on the menu. I have people that have been coming to me 3, 4, even 5 years. And they're like, oh my gosh, y'all sell crawfish? Like we've been selling crawfish, you know.
That's what we said about the steak.
Yeah, but that's because you guys come in, you don't really look at the menu, you kind of know what you want, and you know, stick to what you know. Yeah, so that's how that works out.
And when you come in, we come with that flavor. And that fried shrimp.
That's a lobster tail. Well, it's gone.
Fried shrimp right now.
So, what do you guys find to be the most rewarding part about photography? So let me ask you, was it just photography in the beginning that you guys did, or like how did you get into like videography? Is that all something that's all in one, or is that something that you learned as you guys started?
Well, my wife, she came like, when I was like 4 years, 5 years into the game or something like that. So I was doing, of course, photography, and then I was doing music videos at one point. You know, just a little season. But I was trying to get away from a certain lifestyle, and every time I did music videos, I was around certain things, and I didn't really want to be around it. I really want to be just known for that. Because one thing about us, one of our slogans is versatility is our capability. We want to make sure people understand that we can do anything, within our standards, of course. And so I was doing music videos in the beginning or whatever. I got a little couple that is way back then. It's hard to find basically on YouTube, all that stuff. Probably deleted them or hidden them, something like that. But I did a couple of music videos on that same little booty camera, and yeah, it just ended up growing into basically, which I'm so glad that I talked about recently. I'm glad I actually tapped into video early like I did because video is a process, you know what I'm saying? But now we do video for our wedding, we got wedding packages with video and stuff like that. And of course, things like this, commercials for businesses and things like that. So yeah, that's how pretty much I was doing it like in the beginning. Then when Naya came,
It developed more.
You kind of broaden out what you were doing. So over the years, I'm sure you guys have done a lot of work. Is there any one particular shoot or video that kind of stands out as maybe your favorite, like your best, or maybe your best work, or you know?
I know the answer that better be for you. For this is for you.
Video.
Huh?
Picture or video?
Pictures.
You better be. Well, of course, one that really stand out for me, obviously, when I met you. Ooh, boy, I had to get the answer right, boy. Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about, girl?
Yeah, because you'd have been sleeping on my couch. You'd have been sleeping on my couch.
No. But outside of that, it is the photo that is on the first photo you see when come on our website. And it's been there for years. Because that photo shoot was not the best plan, but I feel like it's been speaking for a long time. It just has like its limits out there. And it's black and white. I like to play with black and white. So black and white and then leave a color pocket. And it's been speaking for a long time. So that's my favorite photo. Video. I have a couple wedding videos. I think you said what's the most rewarding? You said
Like no one that you feel like is your favorite, like your, you know, kind of like your best work, something that you know, kind of the more. I mean, I know you're probably proud of all the work that you do, but there's always something that we do and we like. That's it.
I like this one because of the story behind it, which is Funk Fest. We did Funk Fest, so we did a commercial for Funk Fest because the connection was just. It was like, hey, look at the Lord right there, boy. Because that connection was random. We threw some one of Nia's family members referred us. We didn't even know that we referred us until we got hit up about it. And basically, the dope thing about that was, it's opened so many doors, and it was a good check. And basically, we ended up working with Jack Man at Funk Fest.
Okay.
And from then, we were still working for them for a nice minute. This black lady that works for them, she put us on, man. Showed us love. Shout out to Lolita.
Thank you, Lolita.
Lolita.
You know, she was a solid individual, man. She put us on with that, and that really got some good stuff on our portfolio. And help us learn how to work with brands like that. You know, so that was definitely because of the story behind it. And the video freaking came out dope. Check that out on our website. Video link portfolio.
And I'll make sure that to have all the links to their information in the description below, so you guys won't miss out on that. But
she's saying that like we ain't the one who's gonna do it.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I got the best video team and photography team in my corner. Like I feel like I just won the lotto. Because you guys do some great work. I've seen very professional. You guys have kind of like honestly become my children. Like I love y'all like y'all my kids. You know, and I just want everybody to know, you know, what you guys do, who's behind the scenes, who pushed me to get, you know, to get out my comfort zone into this part right here.
And then with that being said, it's like one thing I want you to understand about us. Truthfully, we know we're not the best, right? But we're in our lane. And there's a lot of great people out here that work and everything, but I can't speak for nobody else. One thing I can say about us, it's been a thing from the beginning, is we show love. You understand? That's just the best thing I can say. We show love. It's never been solely about money. We work with you, we understand, like whatever it may be. Of course, we have our standards, of course, and because we do quality work, but we understand, and so we come with that approach with anybody, you know what I'm saying, and we just want to talk to us about what the vision may be, so we can help you out. And so that's one of the things I think that is genuine. You know, it's not just just talking and just saying this and that. Like when I initially met her, we came here, you know, was talking about being real. I was like,
Yeah.
I really want to help. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I didn't want you to think that I was like capping. You know,
But
young
I
people say that,
already knew that. You could kind of tell real, genuine people, okay? And you can tell people that are genuinely fake. You know, it's up to you to decide to continue on or to stop. So I can kind of understand that because with Mad Crab, that's our goal. You know, money, it takes money to, you know, to keep the doors open.
Right.
But for me, my customers have become family and they mean everything to me. So I'm more about quality. And I feel like if I can't put that quality product across the window, I'd rather be sold out. I'd rather not have it. I'd rather not order it because I refuse to sell my customers something that I wouldn't eat myself.
Right.
Sometimes they don't understand that point of it. You know, they get upset when we don't have or we don't. But how more upset would you be if I just gave you, you know, here, just take this and pay me for it? That's not what we do around here. It's all about quality. We try to treat everybody like family. And we understand, like you say, we never claim to be the best. We stay in our lane. I don't look at anybody else's competition. I just want to be better than I was the day before. You know, better than I was last year. And that's my goal with Mad Crab. I'm looking to leave a legacy to my 3 children. You know what I'm saying?
That's
When
another thing I love.
yeah, so I want to be, you know, my kids, they working here with me. My dad is here, and it's kind of like a family thing, and we are family. So when everybody walks through that door, like when I first met y'all, it was like we had known each other forever, and we had just met each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of vibe that I like, and like I said, you could tell when people are real, or you could tell the motive that people have.
The heart.
So, you know, when anybody comes in here, I want you to feel like you're a part of us, like you're a part of our family. And be willing to tell us, like, you know, if something is not right, it's not right, you know? And let's figure out a way to fix it, you know?
Right.
So, I'm real big on that. And, you know, I was thinking about you guys, and, you know, nowadays everybody has access to devices like iPhones and cell phones that can take pictures and things of that sort. So what do you guys feel like is the difference between professional photography and like doing photography as a hobby? You know, is there a difference for you? You know, do you feel like there's a difference?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Nowadays, nah. Like, I ain't gonna be one of the people that like, oh, you know, bitches like you took a picture on the iPhone. Because in reality, right?
iPhone quality is
And not even.
pretty
Truthfully,
good.
if you look at old pictures, well-respected images, when cameras weren't able to do the quality that they're doing right now, like, they can be considered as, bad photos because the quality isn't there. To me, I think it's more so about perspective. Your angles and things like that. What is the picture saying? What does this picture speak? You know, my friend Fletcher, he said, you know, his page, he said, you know, let these pictures tell your story, tell a story with your eyes. You know, read these pictures with your eyes, like see. You know, pictures should tell a story. And they should speak to you, not literally saying, you know, actual word, but it should really jump out to you like, oh wow, that's amazing. Oh, you know, I wonder what that person was doing. So you talking about a picture is a picture. That's how I feel. Truthfully. When I had my booty camera, I was taking them pictures. Them pictures were the most fire thing to me at the time. I can't say that they are today, but at the time, that's what mattered.
Yeah,
you know, I feel
exactly.
like that's what mattered more than anything.
Where you are at that moment.
Yeah, and I feel like if it didn't matter to you, if it was a part of your journey, I feel like that's what makes a picture, you know, matter. Because either way, it's a freaking picture at the end of the day. Now, when you're talking about work ethic behind it, at a certain quality, trying to get to a certain place or level, representing yourself at a certain stature, whether it be, you know, airbrushing, things like that, that's a whole other situation to a degree. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, picture is a picture, and as long as you're passionate about it, behind it, I feel like that's what makes it, that's the difference.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
want to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's what makes the difference between knowing who just grabbed the camera versus who loved it.
Right. And it does come across in photos too, because I follow a couple of different photographers, and you can tell the difference in each work. And you can tell people, you can tell people who are passionate and people who are just taking pictures to take pictures. You know, so.
It's easy to
Well,
take
they think
pictures,
it's easy. Oh, easy to hit that button.
Right.
But what happens after that?
Right.
The creativity.
Like me, I think it's about also the experience as well. I mean, we have to go through things, where you may not have, got the job done, to the best of the person's ability that they wanted at the time, but we learn from it, keep going. But it's also how you handle the situations. So I think that's a whole package that comes with that. When you talk about photography business, it's not about you taking the pictures. How do you interact with the people? How do you talk to them? How do you respect, like,
How you professional.
you gotta be professional. And professional to me is basically like, I like to truly define ourselves is that nobody will ever be able to say that they have heard me say anything disrespectful to them. Text message, person, nothing. I stick to that, right? Because you're not gonna get me out of character about anything that may be misunderstood with me. So I think that speaks as well as a person and what you deliver. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that I think speaks as well. Basically, your integrity, your character behind things. So that was,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like I know Macraft, they care about
Quality.
food. Making sure they give you food that's fresh every freaking day. Make sure if
Made
someone
to order.
made to order, someone drop it on the floor, they ain't gonna give it to you like checkers do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh Lord.
that's how I go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't talk like you said. Talk to if something is wrong. Then we don't need anything to say anything to happen.
Exactly.
But fix it like a human should.
Yeah.
Would. As a business would, professional business at that. But yeah. So I was saying, you gotta bring an iPhone. You want to take pictures.
That's right. Got to start somewhere. So like I started in the house, in the kitchen. So you got to start somewhere. And I ain't finished. This is just the beginning. I wanna step up with another notch.
I'm tripping, y'all. We ain't do the Be Love vibe. Hold on. We ain't sprinkle the juice. Hold on.
She been
Oh, you been? Why you didn't tell me? Remind me about the lemon.
You mean Mad Crab style?
Mad crab.
So re-say that.
Oh
and
man,
do it again. 1, 2, 3.
Oh man, we didn't get to do the Mad Crab.
The squeeze.
Right,
The
the
squeeze.
Mad
No,
Crab squeeze.
you didn't get to do the Mad Crab squeeze.
Oh, my
Cause
bad.
I did my squeeze,
She
boo.
been doing her
Why you
squeeze.
ain't remind me, boy? Hold on, the
I don't
Mad
like
Crab
nothing
squeeze,
like that, so
boy.
I ain't doing no.
I should have made a face with it, like I was mad.
See the lemon? I like it on certain. Like my crab, yeah. Not too much on my shrimp. Not too much on my shrimp. Look at you.
Oh yeah.
Y'all, I'm full. I'm over here like.
I'm at that point too.
Listen, I'm over here. Look, I'm doing this. Trying to continue to eat.
I'm full too, but we're gonna close it out. But one thing I want to ask y'all, just a couple more questions I wanted to ask y'all, just for people, because it might be people watching that, looking to start a business. It may not necessarily be photography, but for the people who are looking at starting photography, what is one thing you wish you would have known before when you first started? What is it? Is it something that you wish you would have known? Like maybe something you did wrong for a long time and not realizing how easy it was. I'm
like truthfully, okay, if I want to be like humbly deep, I would say that I don't regret the journey, right? That's that. But in a reality perspective, certain things that I did, which I wish I would have known about certain websites that will give me, that I could have got maybe the camera. I got the camera cash, which is cool. The little booty camera I got, but I could have got a better camera on a certain site, probably on credit, but I could have got something better. You know what I'm saying? But that maybe I ain't gonna lie, that's really it though, because everything else I still was gonna do is probably the same stuff. But it probably
you had to do that to learn.
Yeah, exactly. And ultimately, like I said, that's why I said the first answer really is because everything I've learned, everybody I meet, if I would have had something better, I probably would have never met you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have, just learn the process of the things I need to learn, because it's more than just, getting the camera and being dope and just going far and going shoot celebrities or something like that. That really wasn't my goal. I didn't really, and truthfully with us at least, it's like, that's not the goal. It's like, whatever happens, and it's going to be, because we're versatile. So we don't have this mindset of just like, we're just this, and that's all type of things we do. It's versatile. So whatever opportunities come, and it makes sense according to our standards and who we are as people, and then as a business, of course, that's what we're gonna do. So,
awesome.
I mean, we got other businesses though, but
I kind of wanted to touch on that too, because after knowing you guys for quite some time, we found out that you did spoken word. So that was kind of like a wow for us. And then I see you guys do T-shirts. I mean, did you guys do the shirts that you?
Yeah, we did them for us though.
Oh,
just T-shirts for everybody.
Oh, okay. My bad.
We just saving money over here. That's all.
Oh, okay.
But we do have a clothing line called Melon and Rainbow. We're chilling right now on that, because we're trying to build it, and we're doing some things low key with it. But yeah, Melon and Rainbow, man, check us out though. In the meantime, until we ready to rebrand and release everything else that we got going on.
And they're gonna make sure that information is in the details below.
But that's the other thing too. People starting business. One thing it did for me, when I did photography, I realized how much more opportunities I had. I was like, okay, I did this. And not to say exactly these are the thoughts of, now what else can I do? I just started doing stuff. You start being around, you start going to websites you never thought they existed, or playing with stuff. Your mind started going places in an artistic way. Should at least. And I just started playing with this one website, made a little clothing designer. I sold a couple little things at the time, but I kept going. I never stopped. Those stories you hear with celebrities and all these people talking about stories, clothing design business, stuff like that's a real thing. Because you eventually get something that sticks. And then boom, that's it. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like Melon and Rainbow is it. And that's why I'm taking my time, we are taking our time to make sure we get everything properly right before we re-release it again. Because we want to make sure that it's what we want it to be.
Well, make sure I get my shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got shirts in the house. We tripping, my bad.
Yes.
I'll tell y'all what size after we, shut the cameras down.
But yeah, man, start that business, man. Don't be afraid.
Just do it.
Just like with her, we had to push her. Just start.
Yeah. Listen, had I been not so afraid to get out of my comfort zone, we would have been doing these videos over a year ago. Yeah, over a year ago. But people don't know, so it's like ideas that I've had, and then I see other people, and I'm like, man, I talked about this last year, and now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, now it's more about less talking and more action, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at, and I really do, like I said, I have you guys to thank for that. And people that are on my team, people that are in my corner. And I guess it just took that push for y'all, that push, because you actually had what I needed.
Right.
What other excuse do I have? I got my team right here. Mm-hmm. There was no excuse. So, and we made that happen. So I know for me, I think about my business and I think about where I want it to go, where I want to be at in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. Do you guys ever think about that? Like, you guys, or you just kind of just go with it, or do you say, in 5 years, this is where I want to be, or this is what I want to do?
If anything, what we're thinking about?
We're thinking about moving to Georgia, definitely.
Then who?
I know about one here.
Wait a minute.
I knew you were going there, but
listen, but of course we can travel back and forth. It's nothing to, and we have set times for this.
Okay, excuses.
So, no excuses. We got
you. Well, I bust tires and windows, and you know what I'm saying. I do all the above. So.
But truthfully, it's because. And of course, we just want different vibe, because, she been all, like, I've been all my life, so So.
Yeah.
But not only that, opportunity is everywhere.
Yes.
You know, there's opportunities, and you can't wait for opportunity to come to you.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to go and grab that
True,
opportunity.
but as a man, you know, it is kind of like scary because you don't know what's gonna happen, what's not gonna happen. Because this is how I eat. You know, it's my full-time job. So.
Well, luckily it is Atlanta because that is close enough for you to be able to bounce back and forth. You're not going to Dallas or LA or.
We can't leave the connections here in the sense of, you know, meaning the inquiries that's gonna happen, the business that's gonna come, whether it be weddings and stuff. We can't leave totally period anyway. We're gonna have to be back.
And we nor do we have any desire to leave completely.
Right. Can't because
Just to broaden your
foundation.
your-
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So the foundation is built here. So, you know, but if anything, that's what we think about in the next year or so. But as for like, we want to be here, have this place shoot for this and that person, or have this many weddings maybe. Like I said, one thing I've been paying attention to, and my wife and I, we sit there and talk about it at times, you know, it's like, this process, man, you have to learn to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like they say that, but I really know what that means now. It's like you really gotta like enjoy, pay attention. And that's what I feel like enjoy. Like pay attention to what's going on. You might want to be this place, where that place. I don't really desire it. I never really have. It's just that. First of all, one thing I really truly got honestly is balance. And I want to be able to have peace. I don't want to be like so busy to the point that I just can't like enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I want to be able to travel. And my wife, you know, go and chill. And, you know, with our little dog Teddy or something like that, until we feel like having a baby or something. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of like enjoy life like that. So I never really thought about like.
So that's our goal.
Yeah.
That's your goal.
That would be our goal.
Well, that's good, you know, because we all, you know, we have to set goals for ourselves. Set goals just as well as we set boundaries for everything, you know, that we have going on in our life. You know, I learned that from being a mother, a business owner,
Right.
a sister, a friend, you know.
Oh, then we have goals, but it's not like far off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Obtainable.
Like, how can we do this stuff better? How can we edit this quicker? How can we?
Right.
Yeah, you know, that
Just techniques.
Yeah. So that if anything, that's what we do. We have that, but you know, but one thing about us, we don't really talk about what we do and what we trying to learn. We just gonna do it, and you gonna see, God dog it, and that's it.
So I definitely want to thank you guys for, like I said, I can't thank you enough for the push. I want to thank you guys for joining me because I know that you guys aren't big on being in front of the camera. What you do is behind the camera, and your work speaks for itself. So you really don't need to show face because your work speaks for itself. But I do want to close out with a Mad Crab motivational moment. Okay? And I just want to let the people know that you have to have faith. Okay? If you allow fear to take over, you will lose focus. That is, I needed to hear that myself. So, you know, I had to get rid of that fear, and to the next level I go.
Get pushed out that comfort
Push out that way. So until next time, thank you guys. Until next time, peace.